Hello, James Graney here from internetbizuni.com, and in this video I'm going to be explaining to you what you can do if you find out that your product is a failure, your product is just no good and you want to get out of it and start again. What you should do to get up and going again, make sure that your business is a successful one and that you hit the goals that you set for yourself. The first thing that you should do before you determine a product a failure is make sure that you've gave it every chance for success. And the way to do this is by getting it at least 10 reviews and getting it ranked on page 1 for some of its search terms, some of the search terms that are related to the product. This is the bare minimum of what you should do before you determine a product is a failure. And why you do this is because all of the sales happen on page 1 of Amazon. So to give your product a chance, you have to get it out there so that it's seen by customers who come to Amazon searching for the type of product that you have. Then why I say have 10 reviews is because customers on Amazon like to look at reviews. They simply skip past products that don't have enough reviews, and they just don't even consider these products when they're making their purchasing decision, especially if there is other products that have a lot of reviews in this category. They simply go to these products, have a look through their reviews and purchase them products rather than taking a risk on a product that has no reviews. So it is important to get to at least 10 reviews so that there is a high number of reviews when customers are looking at your product. Then they will click in and have a further look at your product and read through the reviews. And that's why it's important to also have good quality reviews and reviews that people are saying good things about your product, as this will persuade customers to take a chance and purchase your product. Yes, a lot of products have taken off in the past that don't have 10 reviews. I often start getting reviews on my product and they just take off. They just start making sales organically as soon as you have 2, 3, 4 reviews. But this isn't always the case, especially in more competitive markets. Or if your product is very similar to your competitors, you will need at least 10 reviews because they will be comparing your product side by side. And if your product is very similar, then it will take reviews or price or something like that to differentiate your product from your competitors. Whereas if your product is unique, then you can get away with less reviews because people purchase your product for its uniqueness and not necessarily on the back of the reviews or the price of the product. But for this video, we're going to say that you have done this, that you've got at least 10 reviews, you've done a launch on your product and you've got it ranked onto page 1, and still it's no good. It's not selling the amount of units that you want it to sell, or it's simply bouncing off page 1 as soon as you get it out there. Well, then you should just look for two things. You should really learn as many lessons as possible from this product. You should look into why it isn't working, and you should definitely do this before you go ahead and start your next product. Look into the reason why your product isn't selling well when it's out on page 1, when you have an adequate amount of reviews. What's stopping it from selling? Is it that it's too similar to the other products out there? Is it that the price point is too high and that there's not enough uniqueness to get people to purchase your product ahead of your competitors? Or is it simply that there's just not enough demand in the market that you're in, that you have gone into a market with low demand, and even when you are ranked high and ranked on page 1 for your search terms, there is not enough people seeing this to make the buying decision and make your product a viable one and a product that you can build a long-term business around. Whatever the reason is, it's very important that you find it out, because there's no point starting another product until you have learned the lessons from your first product, learned exactly why it hasn't worked and what you can do to prevent this from happening again in the future. And I know there is a lot of people out there who sell you the idea that you can simply slap a label on a product that is the exact same as your competitors and it will just sell. But this isn't the case. If there's a lot of competitors that simply just have the same product, then all customers are going to do is compare the products side by side. Say this product has this amount of reviews, this product is this price, and they're going to usually go for the product that has the lowest price if they are the exact same. Whereas if you differentiate your product, this is not the case. They will look and they will say, this product's this color, this is the color I'm looking for, this has this extra feature on it, different things like that. That will persuade them to buy your product ahead of your competitors. So have a look and see if that is the issue. See if you can slightly differentiate your product, and will that make it work? Or is it simply that there is either too much competition in your market or not enough demand in your market? what's the reason behind it not working. And once you work this out, then you can simply either decide to change your product around slightly or liquidate your product. And there is a couple of different ways that you can do this. The easiest way to liquidate your product is simply lower its price so that it's, at an extremely low price on Amazon. And as long as your product has a couple of reviews, it will sell at this extremely low price on Amazon. Or you can simply go ahead and list your product on eBay or any local marketplace, whether that's on Facebook locally or on Craigslist if you're in the US, or on Gumtree if you're in the UK. Again, you can get your products delivered from Amazon to the customer wherever they buy it. So once it's in Amazon's warehouse, you can get it delivered out no matter what platform you sell it on. So these are just a couple of ideas how you can liquidate your product if you just want to get out of it and just want to start with a totally new product. So then, how do you pick your business up after you've had a failure, after your product hasn't worked out? How do you pick yourself up? Well, as I've stated already, the most important thing is that you learn your lessons. This is what I've learned the whole way through business, is that you have to constantly be learning your lessons from what has happened before. See why your product didn't work and fix this problem. It's usually very easy to see what the problem is by simply looking at Amazon through the eyes of a customer. If you can just look at it from a customer's point of view, see what a customer is seeing. So go ahead, type in your search term into Amazon, look down through the listings, see what your customer is seeing and see why they aren't purchasing your product. This is extremely important to finding an answer, to finding the lessons that you have to learn why your product didn't work. Again, if you are not experienced, you can hire someone to do this. A lot of people, when I'm on calls with them, just ask me to have a look at their product and explain to them why I think their product hasn't worked. And it's usually very clear, very simple why their product isn't selling. And as long as you can find this out, then you can either fix this product or simply just liquidate it and move on to your next product. So if you have decided to go the route of liquidating your product, if you think your product can't be changed enough that it's going to start making sales, if you've just lost interest in this product, in this market, you want to move on to the next one, what should you do next? And the simple answer is to go through the product selection process again, but go through it this time with more experienced eyes. This is a massive advantage to have over new sellers. Sellers that are going into their first product really don't have this experience, and that is going to be your advantage. No matter what somebody teaches you about private labeling, no matter what somebody teaches you about finding your first product, you are going to learn so much by actually doing it. This experience is going to stick with you. This is going to be a really good experience in your business. As long as you can get out of that product without losing your shirt, as long as you still have something to reinvest back into your business, then that experience is going to be so valuable to you when you're selecting your future products, because you are going to learn firsthand what hasn't worked. So my takeaway advice for you after watching this video is to learn your lessons, pick yourself up, dust yourself down and go through it again with more experience. Use this experience to your advantage, because that's what it is. Whatever experiences you're picking up along the way while building your business, you have to use them to your advantage. You have to learn the lessons that are there to be learned and pick yourself up, dust yourself down and go at it again with that new experience that you have, because this is an advantage. This is a massive advantage over sellers that don't have this experience, and you have to see it that way. I hope that you have found this video helpful. I know that it can be really disheartening when things aren't going right in your business. You want to do it so badly, but things just aren't going right. But this is an advantage, and you have to see it this way. You have to see it that you are gaining so much experience as you go along. And this is a part of the process of building a successful company. This is what you have to do. You have to learn from your lessons, and you have to pick yourself up and keep going. Because if you don't, then it's just a waste. This valuable experience that you've gained is just wasted if you don't continue to do it, continue to learn from the process. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please leave any questions that you have in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed, then please click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. As well as this, I have a couple of training courses that will teach you what you need to know about private labeling. These are lessons that I have learned from growing my business over the last 5 years on Amazon, building private label brands and growing them off Amazon. I have 2 different courses. One is for finding unique private label products that are going to be successful on Amazon. Again, you can learn from my experience, learn the lessons that I've learned. You can check out all the videos that you get inside the unique private label course. There's over 50 videos. I only updated it 2-3 weeks ago now. So you can go ahead, check all them videos out in the unique private label course. The link is in the description. As well as this, I have the advanced private label course, which if you already have a successful product, have a successful brand of products, but you're looking to increase your profit, increase your sales, then check out the advanced private label course in the description below. And I look forward to speaking to you on a future video. Speak to you soon. Bye.